Here in Colorado, pre-evacuation orders are now in effect because of the Grand County wildfire. Now, this one's called the Black Mountain Fire. It started yesterday. It's grown to about 170 acres on national forest land, and it's just about 2 miles away from the East Troublesome fire burn scar. That fire burned nearly 200,000 acres last year and damaged or destroyed hundreds of homes. Number 7's Liz GELARDI is in Grand County. Liz, look at all that smoke behind you. It's incredible already.
Well, Shannon, you can see that smoke behind me, and that's why residents here in Grand County are on edge. The East Troublesome fire is still very fresh in their minds, and as you can see, the Black Mountain fire is still burning. It continued to grow today. The Grand County Sheriff tells me the fire was estimated at 170 acres as of 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it's between 2 and 3 miles from the nearest structure. 2 zones remain on pre-evacuation notice, with several ranches and cabins in those areas. And the fire is burning close to that East Troublesome fire burn scar. And right now, from where we're standing, we can actually see part of that burn scar far off in the distance. The sheriff says if winds work in their favor and push the fire into the burn scar, that would actually be helpful for their firefighting efforts. The East Troublesome fire, not even 1 year ago, was devastating for this community, and residents here in Grand County are understandably worried.
But otherwise, it's just a constant reminder up here that we live in wildfire country. That fire last year was extremely devastating. A lot of people up here in Grand County lost their homes. I have 3 employees that lost their homes in that fire, and we all really remember that fire. And so when this fire started, our community is watching it, and really the country is watching it as well.
Everyone really remembers that fire, and the Forest Service has officially taken command of this fire. They're bringing in additional resources, and today we saw firefighting efforts on the ground and in the air. And coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you about lessons learned and changes that have been made since the East Troublesome fire. Reporting live tonight in Grand County, I'm Liz GELARDI.
And right now we are monitoring several meetings related to COVID-19, mask mandates, and vaccine requirements. CDPHE is currently meeting to talk about requiring COVID-19 vaccinations for all state healthcare workers who deal with high-risk patients. And Tri-County Health is holding a special board meeting right now to reconsider the opt-out feature of its mask mandate. Adams and Douglas County commissioners have already opted out, but most school districts are still choosing to opt into the order.
And the U.S. Department of Education will open a civil rights investigation into 5 states that have banned mask mandates in schools. They are Iowa, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Utah. The Education Department says those mask bans could discriminate against students with disabilities who may be at higher risk of getting sick from COVID. Now, Florida and Texas are not included in this investigation because their bans are not being enforced.